Jitab kalenjin amang'ong wetu le emet ako ibaibai ak ikere ketesiet nebo Kass TV itagat eng logoiwekab emet Ako telel kangelelchinetab boisiet kanyoik chemite kibagengeitab Kenya Medical Practitioners and Dentists Union eng county nebo Kericho kosubkei ak nekaityin ak serikalitab county kotinygei ak magutik chekokakokochi icheket kotelel boisionik eng sipitalitab county referral nebo Kericho. Kamwa nebo ng'echeret eng KMPDU eng South Rift Cherono Siele kole kakotoi serikalitab county nebo Kericho tetutikab kelipan kanyoik 8 rabisiek chekoyochi county eng sipitalitab county referral nebo Kericho.
And in front of you as Dr. Cherono Siele, the KMPDU chairperson South Rift. I represent doctors across South Rift, and today we were able to come into an agreement with the county government of Kericho. We were able to discuss the deliberating issues that we had given the county. One of them was the payment of salaries of the 8 doctors, which we have seen. Payment has already been effected, and towards the end of this month, we expect that they get their salary arrears. The other issue is the promotion of doctors, the consultants who are not serving the right job group. We have been able to discuss, and we have come up with a matrix that will ensure that their needs of promotion have been taken into account. The other issue is the issue of insurance, which we have been able to agree, and the county is willing to take care of the doctors' needs when called upon if they are sick. The other issue is employment of doctors. We are glad that the doctors are going to be employed on better terms. And come end of October, we'll have 14 more doctors being employed by the county. And to us, this is a win for all the doctors because we want to ensure that services will no longer be disrupted if the county adheres to what they have promised. So ours is just to thank all the doctors for the support and for staying out of work. But it is very unfortunate that the patients had to suffer, but we have promised that we will never call on the strike if the county decides to do whatever we have agreed on today. And ours is also to thank our Secretary General with his team in Nairobi, Dr. Davji Atela, for the support that he has accorded us as a union. And we are glad and we are happy that doctors will be resuming to work. And by Monday, we expect that full services will have been restored in the county. Thank you so much. God bless Kericho. And looking forward to seeing and treating our patients well. Thank you.
Your name is Dr.
My name is Dr. Cherono Siele.
Yes. Thank you. Summarize just in color.
Yes. Nyein tuyet neko kingololen ngalekab strike nebo daktari mongen any strike eng college na legilene lakini banda kampaget nebo daktari tuyoni kokokeyai nebo lor betutab raini ako amache awekyi kongoi biik kandoik chetononjin daktariek kibore KMPDU officials chekakimi tugul amun kakiyonjine raini kele ngowek daktariek akoyai kasinywan amun kakechobok as the executive ke fulfillen all the conditions chekokakonech icheket kakiyan kele salaries chebo daktariek kitomo kelipan kelipani with immediate effect mi en salary payroll nebo July. Kisire daktariek alak en county ni 14 chekimoe kesir en permanent and pensionable. So ongeten karon kemoe keker daktariek kyok komiten sipitalisiek kyok akotoretwech wagonjwa chechoket en Kericho County. So amache awekyi kongoi daktariek amun en betusiek tuten chekokoba strike komi kora kotoretech makilenen matoret in kasit en sipitali makiclosen fully at least komi kasit nekotesetai ako koebit kongekur konyo koyan konyoketoboten tugul kibagenge asiketar ng'olyondeni kiyonjinen ak kebe keyochi kasit wananchi chebo Kericho County. So chi nekobwote ng'olyon age komatitokobwat kole mi ng'ala Kericho. Kericho kechobe Kericho kemoe keboisiechin biik. That is it.
Tindoi boroindo kandoindet nebo Democracy for Citizens Party Rigathi Gachagua nebo koisto President William Ruto eng ng'echeretab President eng lewenisiet nenyone. Nitok ko kosubkei ak report kobun Tifa nekaimong kole ikochin kasubet kaitetab biik cheite 62 eng bokol Rigathi Gachagua nebo koisto President William Ruto eng kandoinatet eng lewenisiet nenyone. Eng reports notok pa Tifa kates koba report notok kole iyani kaitet nebo kebeberta 14 eng bokol eng biikab emoni kole nyalu kikochi boroindo Rigathi Gachagua nebo kobeljigei boroindo nebo president eng lewenisiet nenyone. Kaitet nebo kebeberta 5 eng bokol kotindoi kayanet kole wendi kobelishe President William Ruto eng lewenisiet nenyone. Kolany kaitet nebo biik cheikochin kasubet Nairobi Senator Edwin Sifuna ako kaitetab kebeberta 15 eng bokol eng kasubik chebo opposition. Kosubkei ak report notok pa Tifa kokamwa kole tindoi kayanet biik 62 eng bokol chebo kokochi kasubet Rigathi Gachagua kobeljigei ng'echeret notok nebo president eng lewenisietab kenyitab 2027. Kakolumda President William Ruto tetutiet neimuktechin kokanapta neranik cheite 100,000 eng kasartab kenyisiek 3 chemite tai. Isuldae serikalit tetutiet notok eng kibagenge ak kibagengeit nebo United Nations Development Program ak kibagengeit nebo chemung'arainik nebo Kenya Private Sector Alliance. Kamwa President William Ruto kole kokotestai koyat serikalinyi boroindo nebo konyorchigei neranik somanet nebo muswoknatetab kasari.
If you give us space in your big bank and we support some of the people who are doing banking or finance to work as an intern in NCBA, now going to be Netbank. I think if we ask you to pay 5,000 shillings or 20% of their stipend, it will not be too much to ask. You know? Because that way we grow a bigger pool of resources that then support the internship, because ultimately you will benefit from a pool of people who you can hire now with the requisite job market experience. They will have gone through the ledger books and all the other things that goes on in banks. They will not just be thinking about what they learned in class. So I'm going to have a meeting with the private sector. Betty, please, if you can put together a meeting with the private sector, we need to have a conversation with them. Because we do this for all the reasons, for economic reasons, because you need good workers, but also for social reasons, because we want a country that leaves nobody behind. We want to move together. So if we can get the private sector to give us the spaces where these young people will be placed, and also contribute, even if it is 20% or 25%, and we can even establish a framework where those who are willing to contribute more, we can ask you to net off from some of your tax issues so that we can provide.
Kakokoito kateunet DCC nebo Keyo South John Kipsiwa eng biik chekokotoi kong'em ng'otwet anan fence neisuldae keteche kibagengeitab KFS kole kiipchini kakwautik chekimen. Kamwa Kipsiwa kole mitei biik chetesetai kochigili ofisekab DCI cheboto kandoikab bolotet chemwaat kele ibei biikab boror kong'em ng'otwet notok. Kinyoru report kobun Andrew Kimeto.
Kosubkei ak yautiet nekisuldae biik chemakingen eng Sabor Kaptagat Forest kong'em ng'otwet anan karwet netesetai kosuldae tekset kibagengeitab KFS kakokoito kateunet Sub-County Security Committee eng Keiyo South koityi kiplelotinik chotok kisuldae yautyonoto kole kiipchini kakwautik chekimen eng konekit. Kang'ong DCC nebo komosata John Kipsiwa kole mitei kandoik chemwaat kele ibei bichoto kosuldae yautichoto bo ng'emisiet eng nekamwa kole tesetai ofisaekab DCI kochikili icheket ako tetat keipchi kakwautik chekimen chebo ng'atutik.
Tunatoa onyo kwa wale ambao wanachochea jamii. Tunajua kuna wale wanachochea jamii kwamba siku zao ni chache sana, kwa sababu unapata wale ambao pengine wanachochea jamii hawako hapa, pengine wanachochea vijana, wanawapea pesa ili waweze kutekeleza huo uhalifu, and that's unaona ilifanywa usiku. Kwa hivyo wale ambao ni wachochezi tunawaonya kwamba siku zenu zimehesabika.
Ako nguni kokosuldae bengeinato bo KFS ng'otetab kilomitaishek 29 chebo timwek choto ole tat keng'ot kilomitaishek 213.
Up to now, within Kaptagat, within Sabor Forest, we've covered like 19 kilometers, and out of that, 16 has been wired and powered, which forms part of the area that was vandalized. Then in Kaptagat station itself, we've also covered like 10 kilometers. In the rest of the 3 stations, the work will soon start so that we do this work as it was planned.
Eng kasarata ko kaimong'e meng'ik chemeng'isie ole nekite timwek choto 5 chemitei Kaptagat Water Tower akorirtae kakwoutyonoto king'em bichoto fence noto.
Kikondemani chi age tugul naeke nekure vandalism korubeni sigengoni bo serikali. It is illegal.
Mi betut neketile ran eng yu kele mi betut nekekure lagocho konyo kotililgei. Ng'angu metililgei keechini tugun chemakororon chae boisiek.
Beruriwe murechu mengech komache ong'emech simakenyoru boisiek kinakakiam makonyoru bororiet beko ne noto kakonok ne nakakonok kotokotenoi moma kikirei akile keiyo kikirei machamdaat kunoto akenyoe nyoetab kat eng lagocho kokose serikalit.
Siasa nebo forest koma siaset nebo forest. Siasani komoche koborie lakwenyo kondanyo nekitinye ne noto ko Pius Chris Kiptoo. Ara amoche asomok bororietab Keiyo yekityeni tien nebo chi komokany ketyen akenai kele tieni kotokyini kano mokany kityo kees sikaron ko acheket chekeme kechorchechkei.
Akot kunoto kokasom meng'ichoto kibengenata bo KFS kokonyit arorutik 17 anan 17 user rights kikenjin icheket kochut timwechoto bo serikali.
Kikokipkeine kong'ete serikali kokoker fence komaya lakini lokolalamikan biikyo kokomeche kole ndakichut forest asikosich kwake tuga ak beko. Sasa kito nekimeche ko noto nekararan amu kokeker kokokonech kurgotik. Fence kokokonech kurgotik lechute tuga ak ole bune biik kora kobendi forest.
With the fencing, we have the gates which still the grazers can use. If it is fuel collection, the community are still collecting fuel. If it is a matter of cultural issues that they've been doing in the forest, that is allowed.
Kong'ete county nebo Elgeyo Marakwet, logoiwekab emet chebo Kass, kainenyu ko Andrew Kimeto.
Kangomwa kandoikab neranik eng kipkelionist kole ikochini ichek kasubet President William Ruto kosubkei ak boisionikab bandaptai chekikoib eng emetab Kenya ole kamwa neranichoto kole tinye kamang'unet kole wendi kobelishe President William Ruto eng lewenisiet neo nenyone nebo kenyitab 2027.
The clarion call nekakimwochi residents chebo korani ko kelenjin koralen behind the administration nebo His Excellency President William Ruto amun kokeker programs chekokorolen out in this first phase nebo government inyin. Kokeker kele miten barabara nenyone nimbo Rironi Mau Summit kengen kele nyikoyote kechek biik chebo Kericho and the western part nebo Kenya. Ako kikere kora kele teche His Excellency President markets ana sokeshek en county ninyonet nebo Kericho. Ako kit age kora nekoke observe and we are taking note of it ko the stadia chikoke demolition chikikakitech chiki substandard ako kokenam kechop upya.
Jabo South Rift ak ko vijana jabo Kalenjin ki support ni President William Arap Ruto ako ki support ni President Arap Ruto negen kandoik alak ko nyo lo chi tugul millenyin en tai kibendi 2027 nebo aeng ko ngalek chuto chebo universities kiwekini kongoi President Arap Ruto kienoin kotangasan kole lagok tugul chekokiplacen universities konyoru scholarship nebo serikali nebo 100%. Wananchi chebo Kenya kichaguani kandoik kyok kebune chamaitab UDA.
Chang tuguk chekikoyoiwech Arap Ruto. Netai kabisa ko ngalekab SHA. Kokebun chepyosok chechang ko kikobun challenges chechang kou chebo kochute ko anan salotwek kobune challenges chechang lakini kimwa kongoi kingoit Arap Ruto akonomwech ngalekab SHA. Kemwochini kongoi ako noton amune siketimen. Number 2 ko food security. Kitononwech kora en ngalekab agriculture sector noton fertilizers. En inguni ko koruryo bandek amun kokiboisien fertilizers chebo bei rahisi. Kitam kialen kabisa fertilizers bei nekimi barak nekimakimuchi especially widows ko kimakimuchi kabisa kealchingei fertilizers chebo almost 5000 lakini en inguni kialen 2500 which we are saying thank you to our president. Amache kityo sasom kit agenge alenji Arap Ruto kemiten en kipkelionis kekonye kabisa promise noton nebo referral hospital ak kesome kabisa en kaminginetab kee kele makitindoi eniata business kipkelionis makitindoi eniata cash crop kobaten ndakonech referral hospital kimuche kabisa ketech ot korik ak kemuche kabisa kesir lookyok.
Kakomwa rubata President Professor Kithure Kindiki kole chobot serikali koib kakwautik chetokyingei kekirinda asenet age tugul neimuch koityi biikab emetab Kenya kobun kemeut ak rerunetab amitwogik. Nitok ko kosubkei ak nekoi kakomangei anan kebeberta neo nebo minutik chetinyegei nekong'emak kebeberta neo nebo minutik chekitiegei eng emet kobun kemeut nekoketestai keborionji.
The government will go out of its way to make sure that this situation will not affect the food security of our country. We have met this morning to look at some of the immediate interventions we need to make. We have agreed to continue meeting every week to make sure that there is enough preparedness for any eventuality. In the meantime, we are also looking at modalities of using part of the crop that failed for processing and making of animal feeds, and so that farmers can also get a bit of income from the crop, even if it has not matured. We're also preparing interventions around making sure that the crop that will be ready for harvest will be harvested, dried, stored, and used. And thirdly, we're also looking at interventions around assisting farmers to prepare for the El Nino rains that are projected to start later in the year, from around October, by seeing what kind of interventions around farm inputs, farm preparation that we can do to subsidize production and help farmers level out some of the disadvantages that are coming out from this depressed crop. So I want to assure the country that the government is seized of the matter of what has happened this season. The government is also seized of the matter of what is projected to happen later this year in terms of precipitation. We are taking all possible measures to prevent any part of Kenya, any citizen of Kenya having to suffer famine or lack of food, and to support our farmers to make sure that they don't get disrupted because of the weather which has happened and the weather which is projected to happen. Thank you very much.
Kagomwa sirindet neo nebo kibagengeitab kanetik nebo Nat mornetab Nandi East Tindiret eng county nebo Nandi, ine kora ko First National Trustee Nat Kenya Boniface Tenai kole kokotestai koletagei logoiwek eng social media chemabo iman chetinyegei ak sekta nebo kanetik mising ko kasuldaetab CBA nekiityi kanetik ak serikali. Tenai kole nyalu eng kasarwek tugul eng kibagengeit nesire kanetik nebo TSC koro kole kakon logoiwek chetinyegei ak kanetik asikobit kotoret noto keistoegei logoiwek chemabo iman.
Kamwa sirindet nebo kibagengeitab kanetik nebo Nat mornetab Nandi City Red Boniface Tenai kole kokochang'a logoiwek cheletog eng social media chemabo iman chetinyegei ak sekta nebo somanet. Kole kakonyol eng kibagengeit nesire kanetik nebo TSC koro kole kakon logoiwek cheititaat eng kasarwek tugul.
You know, social media is here with us now. Now there are so many messages which create a lot of anxiety with respect to CPA, which we discussed with the president in the State House. With respect to SHA, my advice, Ponarotic, kindly supply to us a clear information about Teachers Service Commission with respect to teachers.
Kapit nito eng kasarta nekaboibochi Nenetesetai serikali kotorori anan promotion nebo kanetik eng emet koboto kasuletab CPA netokyingei konyor kanetik kelchin.
And tremendous work that the president has done. One is streamline competency-based education by forming presidential working party on education. And I can assure you, Mheshimiwa, I can assure you that competency-based education, courtesy of intervention of Ruto, is now taking shape. Teachers can teach very well. However, Bonarotti, we still need a lot of capacity building. A lot.
Kounoto koyomit ine kole bendi kanetik kokochin tiet neo President William Ruto eng lewenisiet neo nenyone kotinygei ak netesetai serikali kosuldae magutikwak.
What I can assure teachers is the allocation of 1 billion additional has been done. Is it not true, Mheshimiwa? It is now 2 billion translating into promotion of 50,000 teachers. We should tell teachers. But I think it's fairness. Any corruption will not see light of day. Between us and Ruto, 2 terms. 2 terms.
Kong'etegei county nebo Nandi logoiwekab emet chebo Kass. Kainenyu ko Nelson Tarbei.
Kakokoito kamuiset kibagengeit nebo kanetik nebo Nat kole maiyonchin kanetik kotelelchi tiemutik chebo boror eng kenyini angot komanyor kayamiset kobun serikali kole kilipani icheket melekwakik eng kasarta nenyolu. Komwa rupotab sirindet neo eng kibagengeit notok Hesbon Agola kole kotestai kobun kaimutik kanetik che teleljin tiemutik kosubkei ak nekoib kasarta nekoi asikelipan melekwakikwak.
Kongololi en taonit nebo Nakuru en kasarta nekaisuldaen lewenisiet nebo kandoik chebo kibagengeit nebo kanetik nebo Nat mornet nebo Rift Valley kokaibor kaimetab kei rubeiwot nebo sirindet neo en kibagengeit noton in boror Hesbon Agola en kit nekamwa kole kakotestai serikali kokaengei lipanet nebo kanetik chekaisuldaen telelchinet nebo tiemutik chebo boror anan exam. Ole kamwa ichek kole mabendi koyae icheket boisiet en kenyit nenyone angot ko malipan melekwek serikali en kasarta nenyolu.
This time round the ministry must give the NEC money in good time for those people who are going to handle the exams that are coming. And we are also entitled to tell our teachers not to handle exams before they are done what? They are paid. We are entitled to do that.
En kasaraton kosom nebo ngecheret nelel en kibagengeit noton mornet nebo Rift Valley John Kipkoech kandoik chebo kibagengeit noton bo Nat konde taban terchinosiek chetingengei ichek akoboisiechi kanetik komamiten kalotunet.
Appeal to all branches led by the chairman who are always the leaders of the delegation. It is my wish and appeal to all of you that we all put our branches to order. We want unity to begin from our branches. We need to stop blaming the regional office and even the national office for unity. Let's begin developing and building our unity from the grassroots.
Kakilos membaek chekaimongei akosuldaen lewenisiet en oret nebo kalyet ole kaibelis John Kipkoech koik nebo ngecheret ole Eli Leriango ko sirindet neo ak nenamu legut anan treasurer ko Vipi Manemo en kwenutab kandoik alak chekakilewen kotelelchi kibagenge noton bo konetik nebo NAT en Rift Valley.
I want to appeal to all chairmen that you adhere to the Constitution. The role of every councillor and even the members of the BC are well stipulated in the Constitution.
It was very democratic, mulipiga kura na ikasimamiwa vizuri.
There were no issues, there were no complaints, and we all accepted the results the way they are. I want also to thank those who have lost for having conceded the defeat. That is a gentleman's spirit.
Kongeten county nebo Nakuru, logoiwekab emet chebo Kass, kainenyun ko Sylvester Rono.
Kakolans of Segap Sergali teksetab komaswek chebo export processing zones en county nebo Uasin Gishu en nemwae Principal Secretary nebo Trade and Industry koboto CEO Richard Omelo kole wendi koboisie komaswek choto koite December kenyini.
Kongololi en komasta nekikitekyi EPZ en komasta nebo Kipkenyo komwa CEO nebo EPZ Richard Omelu kole kokoit kebeberta 19 teksetab EPZ notok ako kokotoi kotach biik chotok machei koboisie en mungaret anan investors.
Hapa kwa hii Uasin Gishu zone ili tuweze kuinspect progress ya kazi ambayo inaendelea hapa. Tuko na furaha maana tumeona kwamba kazi imesonga vizuri. Sasa hivi zone iko about 90% complete. Tuko na all the enablers in place ambayo serikali imeweza kutupatia, na unapoangalia katika hii zones kuna go downs 4, 2 ni kubwa na 2 ni ndogo. Jumla ya hizi go downs 4 ni size ya 11,250 square meters, na hizi go downs 4 haswa tungependa sana kuona kwamba zinachukuliwa na investors wa kutoka sehemu hii, na ningependa kufurahi kwamba siku ya leo tumeweza kutangamana ama kuungana na investors ambao tayari tumeweza kuevaluate, tumeangalia project zao. Tuko na investors wawili ambao tayari tumeweza kuevaluate ambao watachukua go downs 2 kubwa, na hao investors wako katika sekta ya parachichi ama avocado.
Kamwa Omelu kole wendi koboisie komasatak eng waletab tuguk chotok chebo kamanut kobun oret notok nebo value addition nesome biik chotok chemache koyai mungaret kotoi kotokchigei kebeberatak.
What we want to do is what we call value addition. What is produced within this area is value added here, is processed here, we create jobs here. Then from here, those products are exported to the market, to target markets outside East African bloc. Kwa hivyo we are very happy and excited, and I really want to appreciate the support from the government and also the collaboration with the county government na pamoja na KNCCI ambao pia ni one of the key stakeholders wetu katika sehemu hii, na tuko na imani kwamba tutaweza ku-onboard investors. Tuko na matumaini kabla ya mwezi wa 10 hao investors wawili watakuwa wameanza kazi. Tayari tunawasaidia kusonga mbele katika documentation yao kuhakikisha kwamba kila kitu iko sawa.
Kobun nebo ngecheret eng EPZ Dr. Willy Kenei ak PS noton nebo mungaret Dr. Juma Mukhwana kowendi kotou koboisie komasatak koite December kenyini. Kit noton neilosu serikalitab emoni eng kakwautik chotok chikiib teksetab komaswek chotok chebo industries eng emetab Kenya.
Sisi kama wanabiashara kutoka kaunti la Uasin Gishu tunafuraha sana kwamba wakati huu tuko na ile tunaita Eldoret International Business Summit. Tumewaleta wawekezaji katika mji huu wa Eldoret ili waweze kujionea zile opportunities tuko nazo hapa katika mji wetu wa Eldoret, na tunafuraha sana. Hivi sasa tuko hapa kwa EPZA ambayo wametengeneza industrial sheds za wawekezaji ili waweze kuja kuweka factories zao na kutengeneza bidhaa mbalimbali ili kuyauza katika nchi za nje.
His Excellency the President amekuwa very clear ya kwamba mambo ya industrialization kwa bottom up economic transformation agenda. Sidhani kama tuna serikali ingine ambaye imefikiria mambo ya industry kushinda hii serikali. Vile nimesema, in the last 3 years kwa mambo ya industrialization tumespend karibu 10 billion.
Or 2.5 years, we have managed to train young people in terms of business skills, specialized trainings, especially in this region, in agri-processing, market access, e-bookkeeping. So far in the country, we've done training of around 56,000 young people.
Kong'etkei taunetab Eldoret eng county nebo Uasin Gishu, logoiwekab emet chebo Kass, kainenyu ko Isaac Kogei.
Chitab Kalenjin kakitukcho emetab logoiwek chebo emet chekakimuch kebun kong'ete studio nebo Kass TV. Kongoi missing aborondeni kaikonech iker logoiwekab emet kikurenon Jacqueline Arusei ak amagun kit age tugul nemie.